morning, good afternoon, and good evening, park guest. It is now that time where we can start speculating on the species that we are going to see within Jurassic World Evolution 3. It's good to finally be here. That's all I have to say. We don't have to speculate anymore about the game coming out, when it's going to come out. It's here. So now we just get to speculate on what we want to see. I've got a few dinosaurs and a couple other animals that I would like to see. Of course, if you guys couldn't tell by the thumbnail, I would like to see something very interesting. Something with no arms, no legs. A Titanoboa. Now, the Titanoboa did not necessarily live along the side of the dinosaurs, but actually lived right around the time that they all went extinct. Or was after. Yeah. Titanoboa is something that now that we have swimming animals, semi-aquatics, I'm actually kind of interested to see a Titanoboa. Titanoboa could get in the water, start paddling along, not really paddling, but, slithering back and forth like any snake would, and there are quite a few amazing ideas that you could have alongside this, having it wrap around other animals, doing the strangling thing, you know how it works. But would the Titanoboa actually be in the game? Probably not, but hey, it would come with a good scenery item. And if you can imagine that every animal that we get from now on is going to have some sort of art decor that comes with it, whether it's a statue or some weird garden decoration like we're getting with the Dunkleosteus. So that would be cool to see in there. I'd also love to see skeletons. I'm pretty sure, was it Best in Slot mentioned that there was skeletons alongside the statues, so you get skeletons of the dinosaurs and their statue equivalent, so that's freaking awesome, honestly. Another dinosaur that I would honestly like to see is gonna be the Jackapil. Jackapil, just a small little critter. It's not very large at all. I'd say probably about the same size of a cat. I did mention the Jackapil in one of my older videos, probably a while back, with the top 20 dinosaurs that I'd like to see in the game. So that would have been pretty cool to see in there. We not a big fan of the small ones. I think we have enough small dinosaurs, especially since this is something now, something I didn't even think to take into consideration now is that they have to breed and repopulate. So yeah, maybe Titanoboa wouldn't be the best option because you'd have little baby snakes going around, but I don't know. I'm trying to think here what would be the best option in order to do that. So, maybe the smaller dinosaurs would not necessarily be the best to push because now they have to breed, so we don't get to see them as much. Or not that we don't get to see them as much, but, the smaller dinosaurs are going to be harder to see when they do indeed breed. Next animal that I would like to see, again, is something that I've pushed before, and that would be a Postosuchus. I've always enjoyed the Postosuchus line, or the species. While it's not a dinosaur, it's a crocodilomorph, I believe. It's honestly, like I say, it's one of my favorite animals that I ever saw when I was introduced to it during walking with dinosaurs. So very interesting. It's not something that was semi-aquatic, so we're probably looking more at Dinosuchus or Sarcosuchus. I couldn't speak. Sarcosuchus instead of that, since they're gonna probably be pushing semi-aquatics. We know for a fact we're gonna be getting the Dinosuchus. We know for a fact, or the Sarcosuchus. Hopefully they don't do both, because in my opinion, I'm sorry, one's got a longer snout. Okay, big deal. It's like going to the zoo and being like, over here's crocodiles, over there's alligators. I'm not really interested. They're both kind of the same thing to me. I mean, they're not the same thing, but to me, it's I'm looking at a gator. I'm looking at a large swimming reptile. Anywho, yeah, sorry if I have to be a little bit quieter. I'm actually, I'm recording, it's about 10:30 at night, and my fiance is asleep in the next room, so I do apologize if I seem just slightly quieter. I'll try to boost the audio up so you guys can hear a little bit better. But yeah, Postosuchus, or Postosuchus, however you'd like to say it, definitely something I would like to see in this game. I would just like to see more animals in that way presented to us. Another option of a species that I'd like to see is something else, and it's actually something we have in the toy line. I've seen comments in the comment section before, where if anybody mentions anything that is a toy line dinosaur or animal, people are like, "Duh, they're not going to do that." Okay, well, this is a wish list, so in a way, yeah, they could. You never know. But of course, the Innistransevia, another animal that I have pushed numerous times from in front of you guys. Something that I would love to see is the Innistransevia. It's a unique animal. It's definitely something that would provide us a new style of animation, kind of like how the Dimetrodon, when it was introduced in Jurassic World Evolution 2, some of us were like, oh, this could introduce a whole new, line of species here. This is great. Look at these new animations. We could get crocodile or, Dinosuchus now, stuff like that, using this animation. And no, we only received that one. So, that's something that I would like to see kind of making appearances more, off the wall. It's not really an off the wall type of animal, but it's definitely something that I would love to see in that just that style of animal make an appearance in this game. They don't have to do multiples of the Gorgonopsid line, but just an Innistransevia would be awesome. Those giant teeth, just something super exciting to see, because people love teeth. More teeth, blah blah blah, the whole Jurassic World line. Moving along from there, of course, I am going to be pushing, I really don't know if this is going to happen. We're going to have a big discussion on this in a later video. I don't know if this is going to happen, though, but, the Cenozoic animals, something that a lot of people are still really hoping and holding out for. I'm kind of on the fence. I don't know. It's not a topic I want to go into, or the whole Cenozoic line, but seeing a Cenozoic species of animal would be great, and I would love to see a terror bird of some sort. Maybe, I don't know, I'm one of those, like, the bigger the beak, the better, so maybe like a Titanus, something big old sharp beak, or a Kelenken, however you say its name. Just something, one of those things, a terror bird of some sort, I'd be very happy with. If you could have like a Smilodon, which, I'm still holding out that they're going to give us something, maybe a decent sized expansion, but that would be new if they did that, because you'd be introducing a whole new type of animal. Like I said, they haven't done that since Jurassic World Evolution, when they were like, hey, here's our last DLC, by the way, here's a Pteranodon. So it's like, whoa, a whole new type of animal. Flying reptiles, woo, I can't wait to see what we get next, and game's done. But hey, it was a hint of what we were to get. And if they would have dropped a Smilodon at the end of Jurassic World Evolution 2's line, which I don't know, maybe they still could, seeing as how they just gave us a random free update today of Jurassic World Evolution 2, giving us 3 statues and some DIN or DIN decor for our parks in Jurassic World Evolution 2, which was super random and out of nowhere, and it was freaking awesome. It was cool to see them do that, because it's like, it's like, as a thank you and as a celebration of the new game coming out, here's this. And I'm like, Jesus, that's random and it's awesome. I can't wait to use them. But yeah, Cenozoic animals of, like I said, if we could get a terror bird of some sort, that would be awesome. I'm going to be pushing for the Titanus, because I want to see, there's a mod for the Titanus out, and I think it looks absolutely fantastic. Super cool. So yeah, those are going to be the species that I'm pushing today. The Titanoboa, the or the Innistransevia, the Postosuchus, the Titanus. I don't think I missed it. Oh, and the Jackapil. So those are going to be the species that I'm holding out for. Let me know what you guys would like to see below. If you guys have your own opinions on what species you would like to see, go ahead and leave them below, and I can't wait to read them. So thank you guys for watching. I love every single one of you, and I will see you guys in the next video. This is Brooding Gamer, signing out.